Out that way, yeah. Big Daddy go get it on Macy Gray.
Yeah.
Raindrops, drop top, smoking on cooking a hot box,
Cookie.
fucking on your bitch, you thought.
Alright guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be running you guys through how to install the Simple Trainer and the Lambda menu that are both used on Redline RP. Once you become a member, you are going to want to make sure that you have these installed. They're very important for what we do on the server. I'll have both links for the downloads in the description. You can just download them through both of these links. They are 100% safe. Once you have them downloaded, you're also going to want to go into Discord. We have an issue with the Lambda menu that you can hit a key once you have a waypoint set somewhere and it will teleport you, and that can get you in a lot of trouble. So you're going to go into the general section on the Discord. You'll have access to this once you become a member, and you will scroll down until you see a thing in the pinned messages called how to change the key that teleports you. You're just going to hit the jump. It will take you right to the message and you just download it. Once you download it, it will show up on there. I just moved everything to the desktop to make it easier. So once you're ready to install all the files, you're going to right click your FiveM and go to open file location. It will take you to this folder and you just open the FiveM application data. You will go into the section called plugins, and this is where you're going to install both of your menus. So for Lambda menu, you just come in here, take both the XML and the ASI file and drag it into your plugins folder. Once you do that, you're going to go into the Simple Trainer, drag both the INI and the ASI files over in the same folder. Now from here, what I would suggest doing is you right click the other lm config file that you downloaded from the pinned messages, copy it, and come over here, hit Control V, and then replace it. I also, for me, do this in the directory itself. That way I can make sure that I 100% have that installed. Now once you get that, if you don't know the IP or you want to go join the Redline server, you can launch up your FiveM. If you go into, I believe it's members announcements, and you scroll up, you will see a message from Klaus. It will say the IP for test. That's our primary server at this point. You can highlight that IP address, come into FiveM, you can press F8. That will load up your console, and all you do is type in connect and then hit Control V to paste, and it will start connecting you to the server. And then this will get you into loading in and getting ready to jump into the server on Redline RP. Alright, now that we're coming into the server, it's going to bring you up to this character select menu. Sometimes it takes a little bit to load, but once you load, you get to create your new characters where you get to fill out all the information for your character, like the name, like any notes, anything like that. Once you have that done, you can just jump right into the server and it will load you up to your last known location. Or for example, if you guys are new, it's just going to spawn you in some random location. But once you're in, you'll kind of look like a Debbie Jane, or you'll be able to create your character. But a lot of us use the trainer menu to edit our character. But the first thing I would do is open it up. The keybind for that would be F4. Once you have it open, I would suggest you hit 5, which is to select, and you go into options. The 8 and 2 on your number pad are to go up and down, and the 6 and the 4 are to change the pages. So what I would suggest you do is once you go into the options, you hit 6, go down to keybinds, disable them, then go and save your settings to the trainer.ini. That way your keybinds are disabled and you'll never have an issue with hitting the wrong key and having some funky stuff happen to you. To edit your character, you can hit F4, go down to model spawning. Well, you don't want to spawn it as Michael. That's one thing that you don't want to do. Right now we're back to looking like this. You're going to want to go to model spawning. You can go down to the close menu, and then if you go into MP models customization, you can get into a lot of detail on editing your character, such as like the beards, things like that. You just kind of go through figure out what all you want to do and go from there. And to choose a color, you just press the 5 and it kind of goes through everything. There's eyebrows, same concept. You press 5, it will change the color. You kind of just go through them like that. Once you actually create your character and have it how you want, you can go into close and load and save menu. Save it. Like, I'll load up my character here. And then that's basically the gist of how that menu works. The F1 menu, which is the Lambda menu, is where we do a lot of our vehicle saves and things like that. You can see over here where your vehicle spawners are. Down at the bottom, you'll see 3 options called Power Boost, Torque Boost, and Suspension options. The Power Boost and Torque Boost you cannot touch at all. That'll get you in trouble and banned for speed boosting. The only option you can use is the suspension options, which would be your lowering of your vehicle. Now, as a new player to the server, you probably won't have any cars, but you have access to any vanilla vehicle that isn't armored or weaponized or anything like that. So you can come in here, say if you want to drive a old, I don't know, Cocat Classic, you could spawn one in and you can drive one, right? And to DV them, you just do /DV. Make sure you don't spawn in vehicles in the open, so that way players don't see you doing that. It can ruin RP and cause issues. When you're editing a car, I would suggest going to a garage, whether it be marked on the map with these little wrenches and screwdrivers like you see over here, or a player-owned mechanic shop to try to get some RP. Everybody loves to just try to get into some sort of RP, so I can say doing that would probably be a good option. But once you get the car you want or anything like that, you can head down to this big purple eye, and that'll be where you start doing your jobs, getting your ESX jobs and stuff, and you start making money, and eventually go and buy cars and have fun, basically.